Hi guys, welcome back to the Retro Ghetto. Firstly, I just wanted to thank everybody that watched, left positive comments on my game tour, which was my first video I posted. I was really surprised by how much positivity I received and the support from you guys. So just want to say thank you very much. If for whatever reason you haven't seen the room tour, it's my only other video, so it won't be hard to find it. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to sort of draw a line in the sand from doing the tour, and I'm going to start doing a series of videos of sort of recent additions, pickups, all my new games, and talk you guys through how I got them and the stories behind it. I had quite a lot of stuff. For saying it's only been about 3 or 4 weeks since I did the room tour, so it's surprising how much stuff you can get in that time. So I'm going to keep doing these periodically as and when I've got a decent pile to show you guys. So further ado, we'll crack on. I'll show you a couple of things first that aren't games, a few game related bits and bobs. I've had a couple of retro gamers turn up. This one just came today actually. It's got a really nice Alex kit cover on it. And this one, these are the subscriber covers. You get different artwork if you're a subscriber. I've got quite a lot of retro gamers. Personally, I don't think it's as good a read as it used to be. Maybe that's understandable. Maybe they're, eventually going to write content. Maybe it's time to go up a console generation. Just a thought. I still enjoy looking through them, but I don't read as many articles or as avidly as I think the older issues led me to do. So that's those. Staying on the theme, I got a graphic novel, Street Fighter. I love the artwork. As people that have watched my room tour know, I love Street Fighter. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it. I love the franchise. Some of the artwork in here is beautiful. And towards the back, there's sort of different sketches by different artists. A little bit of an artist myself. I use that term very loosely, but I do enjoy drawing. Maybe one day I'll share with you guys some of the stuff I've done. But yeah, it's really nice. Nice to flick through it. That's volume 1. Haven't read through it yet in terms of the story, but I will give that a blast. And then before we get to the games, again, you guys will know, big Street Fighter fan. I collect Sota and Storm collectible Street Fighter figures. So I picked up a few that I didn't have. Firstly, I've got a Ken, Street Fighter Alpha Ken, I believe, in the yellow variant. It's a nice piece. Let's see if I can pick that up. So that's one. Also managed to pick up Cammy, pink variant. These came with all their accessories as well, which was cool. Looking a bit flat there for Cammy, especially by the modern standards. Yeah, there she is. And then lastly, got a nice figure. I got a Mecha Zangief. It's quite a rare one to get hold of. These are all Sota, by the way. So this is Mecha Zangief, who I think debuted in the Marvel vs. Capcom games. It's a massive figure, this. A lot of articulation, very nice. The Zangief ones are very rare, quite sought after. So yeah, I'm going to have fun trying to fit them on my shelf, which has already exceeded maximum capacity, I think. Okay, kick off with the games. Start with a couple of PS1 games. I'm just trying to beef up my collection. I did say on my room tour I haven't got an extensive PS1 library by any means. So I just picked up a couple of cheap games that I will get around to playing. Warzone, had this as a kid. I do prefer the older wrestling games to the modern ones. Big fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin as well. I grew up during the Attitude Era, that's when I used to watch wrestling. So yeah, nice cheap pickup. And SimCity 2000, I'm a SimCity fan. I like the games. These are both complete. No real cracks or damage. Well, there's a crack on that, sorry. But yeah, they were both really cheap. So they will be added to the pile. They were both eBay finds as well. Okay, these next couple. Wii games. Again, I don't add many Wii games to be honest. This was a charity shop find. Harry Potter. Harry Potter years 1 to 4. The reason I picked this up is to trade it in with CEX. I think it cost me like £1 or something. And there's like £4 or £5 trading value. So that's just going to go straight to CEX. For those of you that aren't from the UK or don't know, CEX is a primarily used electronics and video games and media store. You can trade your games in, you get vouchers, and then you can use that to some of their other products. So this is what we call trade bait. So that'll be going to them. And then actually from CEX, as you can see, only £2.50. Knights. What's it called? Journey of Dreams. Heard a few good things about this. Thought I'd give it a blast for £2.50. It looks very bright, colourful. Looks a bit like Pandemonium, if you remember that, the PS1. I've heard a few different people talking about this game, so for a couple of quid, worth a try. Pop it into the collection. Right, now what we've got here. Xbox 360. I've got a few Xbox 360 games. Should probably say there's quite a few games here, and they range from PS4 to Game Boy. I've saved some of the better ones for last. And I've also got a really nice light up store display piece that I'll show you guys right at the end. So these are all from CEX. They all cost next to nothing. They're just games I felt like I wanted in my collection. Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 6. Now, as I showed you guys on the tour, I've got an Xbox 360 kiosk. So it's nice to use it. I like to stand up every now and again. I know it sounds daft. Sometimes you can have too much sitting down. I like to stand up. And there's no better games to stand up, especially with your mates, than what I think are the best football games ever made. Which is some of the early Pro Evo games. I've got 2008 and PES 6. I think my favourite was PES, I don't know if it's 3, with the referee, Kalina, on the front. But for me, this is when football games peaked. And to have a kiosk and chill out with a mate and stand up and get the elbows out into each other, friendly competition, can't beat these games. And the last 360 one I've got here is the special edition of Halo Reach. Got this on Facebook Marketplace. It was a £5 and it was local to me. The only other Halo game I've actually played through and finished was the first one, Combat Evolved. And I've heard a lot of good things about this. A lot of people have recommended this one to me. So, you know, Xbox 360 games are so cheap, so if you can pick up a collector's edition for £5, why not? Goes without saying. Quick sip of tea. Yorkshire, standard. Right, we'll go switch it up a bit. PS4. I did mention I'm not a big collector of current gen games, but when I can add a couple, I do. Creed, Rise to Glory for the PSVR. This is what it is. It's a nice bit of fun. Pick this up off a Facebook group, got it for a good price. And yeah, it's not a massive game. You can play for it quite quickly, but you know, it gets the blood flowing. I think there's only like 6-7 fights in the story mode. It's good fun. You will work up a sweat. What I sometimes do with this is I have a couple of fights on this, and basically use that as a warm-up. Obviously no one's at the gym, we're in lockdown, so this is a good one to get your heart going before I do my actual workout. Worth a blast. You've got like Rocky in there, and Apollo Creed, Ivan Drago, all the old school guys, right up to the new films. Yep. And then this one, this is what I'm currently playing. This cost me 85p. And the reason being is I won it in a raffle. It was on a Facebook group, it was 85p to enter. It goes on drawing the bonus ball from the lottery. And yeah, I was fortunate enough to win it. I was always going to get this game, but with games like this, I tend to wait. I don't want to pay 50, 55 quid, whatever they charge for these games now. Story-driven games, people are going to pay for them, they're going to sell them, you can pick it up for 25 quid a few months from now. That was my plan, but for 85p. Lots of mixed reactions online to this game. Seems to be a bit of a Marmite game, love it or hate it. I am 14 hours in, so please, no spoilers. And I've got to say, I love it. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know why all the negativity. I haven't finished it yet. So maybe something happens towards the end, but I've got to say I'm really enjoying this game, guys. If you're on the fence, try it. You know, and this one, what I'll do with this is I'll finish it. I'll take it to CEX. It's currently about £40 trading credit. And then 6 months, a year from now, I'll pick up the collector's edition for a lot less. And that tends to be how I do it, you know, patience. You want to have a nice collection. Unless you're rich, which I'm not, that's the way to do it. So that's what I'm currently playing. Recommend it. You don't need me to do a review. There's about 1,000 of them online. Right, okay. These couple I'll put together. So near where I work, there's a charity shop, and I go in there often. The women in there know that I'm come for video games, and they sort of put them to the side, and I'm now allowed in the back room. I've got that privilege, so I can go in and have a look. And I found these Halo Master Chief Collection, Xbox One. I do not collect Xbox One. I will do. Once this generation's over, I'll buy an Xbox One X cheap. I did have an Xbox One, I sold it, never used it really. I'll buy an Xbox One X when they're cheaper, and I'll start a bit of a collection. This is a game I will add, but for now, this is CEX trade bait. This was about £3, and I think roughly 15 quid's worth of trade in credit at CEX. I think it's all the original Halo games. Yeah, 4 full games, remastered. Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4. And Halo 5. No access to Halo 5, so beta. So yeah, nice bit of trading there. And then, as I was rooting through this back room, there was one lone OG Xbox game. Again, I don't collect Xbox. Simpsons Hit and Run. Good game. I think I own this on other platforms, I think PS2. I had a quick look. It's complete. This, I think CEX are giving, how much? I might be wrong, but I think it's roughly about £20, something like that. So really nice find for a couple of quid to take to CEX. You know, I'll be taking in about 3 or 4 games next time I go that cost me less than a tenner, and I'll have approximately £50–55 worth of trading credit to pick up something nice that I want for the room and for the collection. So good find. Okay, what's next? Might as well do this one, because this was also found at the charity shop. Star Wars Episode 3. It's a bit chewed up. Not a big Star Wars guy, but with £1. Looks decent. Worth adding to the collection for that price. I'll probably switch the cover out at some point. Okay, what we got here? PS3. Yeah, we'll do PS3 now, and then we'll get some of the nicer stuff left. CEX find. Fallout New Vegas. Never played it. Enjoyed Fallout 4. That was my debut, Fallout 4. Really enjoyed it. Put about 200 hours into that game. But then I hear a lot of Fallout enthusiasts say this is the one to play. So I will get into this. Again, this don't cost a lot. Was it 3 or 4 quid or something? I really enjoy collecting for PS3. PS3 came out at a time in my life when I was a bit too cool for gaming and stuff. You know, I'd reached that point, you know, going out, women, etc., drinking. And I kind of had a few years off. So I'm really enjoying exploring the PS3 library now, because it's all new to me and it's cheap. So I've got a decent collection. Where I can, I pick up collector's editions, cardboard sleeves, etc. But yeah, Fallout. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Been looking for this one for a while. Got this at CEX. Can't remember exactly how much it was. That's about a tenner, something like that. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I watched a video recently by Maximilian Dude, I think he's called. He's a big YouTuber in the fighting genre world, big Street Fighter guy, and he said this was the best fighting game of the last decade. The artwork's fantastic. I think it's like 3-on-3 combat. You know, I like Marvel, I love Capcom, so you know, just a no-brainer really. I dabbled in it. I mean, any game where you can be Ryu and Iron Man. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of fun to be had with this. So I'm going to enjoy playing through this soon. This is definitely on the list to play through, so nice. I'm happy to have that. And the last PS3 one here, Hitman Absolution. I do already own this on 360, but like I say, where I can, I'll pick up a collector's edition, a big box. I think I got this. No, I got an eBay, yeah. I got it for like £5 posted. Next to nothing, £5-6 posted. Comes with an art book. Nice sleeve. I've heard that this is the sort of switch up the franchise with this one. So I think some of the original Hitman fans weren't overly enamoured with it, but I'm not a huge fan of the genre. I've not really played through many of them, so you know, I'm open to trying it. So yeah, that's that one. Hitman. Right, we'll get into some of the juicier stuff now. Where should we go first? Wii U. I'm trying to go for a full set. So, when Pixel Heart, a French company, announced that they were releasing new Wii U PAL games, I had to get on it. They've actually released 2. I've just ordered the other one, so the next video will show that. But this is the Shmup collection. In recent times, I've started really enjoying shmups more and more. I like the challenge of them, the difficult games. This is still sealed. I don't know when I'll get around to opening it, but it comes with Cetasius Next, Arm 7 DX, and another game I can't pronounce. If you see the back there, if you can focus, they're all numbered. So this is 1,471 of 3,000. So yeah, there's only 3,000 made. There's this game and another Wii U one, which, as I say, I've pre-ordered. Or I've ordered, should I say. There's been a few modern Wii U releases. I think more recently there was Axiom Verge. I didn't bother. Axiom Verge is a great game, by the way. I played through it on the Switch. It's down here. Special editions there. The reason I didn't bother on the Wii U is because it wasn't PAL, and I'm going for a full PAL set. So I passed on that. But these being PAL, I am very happy to have these. And as I say, I'm enjoying shooters. I'm currently playing Thunder Force 4. So I'm playing through that one. As I say, I enjoy the challenge of a shooter. Shoot 'em up, should I say. Shmup, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, nice to have a Wii U game. I think I need about 80 or so. Some of them are filler. The problem is I get somewhere like CEX and I see all the Wii U games and I think to myself, I don't know which one I need. You know, there'll be like 2 Outlanders games I need. I'll have 4 of them and I don't know if it's Disney Infinity 3.0 that I need to write a definitive list, because whenever I get there, I'm never sure which ones I actually need. Because I mean, I'm not going to be playing Barbie's Dream House. I'm just not. But I'm going for a full set because it's attainable. Okay, next we'll take it old school, shall we? Mega Drive. Love adding Mega Drive games. I mean, above me is a huge SNES collection. Some behind me as well. But growing up with the SNES, so the 16-bit war was won by SNES for me a long time ago. But as I've got older, I've really learned to appreciate the Mega Drive more and more. I love adding to it. I like the fact that they're nice plastic cases and, you know, take notice Nintendo. They're great things to collect. This is complete, and this is Chuck Rock 2. I played for about 20 minutes. I'm going to be honest, it wasn't great. I'll give it another blast. If I don't break it. It's annoying, if I'm honest. When you die, if you play this game, you'll know what I mean. It doesn't just die and then you reform. He does like this cry. It seems to take him forever to die. And you just wait and you just want to start again. So yeah, I'm not saying I'd recommend it, but it's always nice to add Mega Drive games to the collection. Chuck Rock 2, Son of Rock. I need to actually get the first one. That's the problem, isn't it? You know, you buy something, you end up buying more things to go with it. Pop that down there. Okay, Switch. This Guilty Gear. This is another fighter. Now, The reason I've got this, I've never played a Guilty Gear game before. From what I know, it's very Japanese. The artwork would confirm that. I think it's like a 16 or 32-bit style. But the reason I got this, it was that game for £15, brand new sealed. And, you know, it's the day one edition. Comes in a big cardboard sleeve. Comes with an art book. Comes with a signed letter from the team. And the game. And it's a Switch game for £15. For me, it's a no-brainer. I'm looking forward to giving it a blast. As I say, 20th anniversary pack. £15. Check your local games. They were 20. I passed on it. I regretted it because I was watching it on eBay and nobody was selling it for anywhere near that. And then when games reopened after the situation that we're currently going through, I went in and it was £15. So check your local game if you live in the UK. Love adding to my Switch. It's the only current gen that I actively collect for, being a big Nintendo fan. I've got one other Switch game here, but it's a good one. And this took months and months to arrive. Streets of Rage 4. This is a limited run. Now, when this first came out digital, everybody was playing this, everybody was posting about it online. And I just couldn't get involved because I'm old school. I can't do digital. I have to wait for the physical. And then obviously with the situation in the world, this was delayed and delayed and delayed. And then this came last week. So as soon as I played through The Last of Us 2, this is getting played through, still sealed at the moment. I think it's got reversible cover. From what I hear, this is brilliant. I mean, I think there's a lot of nods to the old games, which are right behind me. I still need to pick up the third one. I did have it once upon a time. I ended up selling it because it was sun faded and it didn't have a manual. So I'm looking for a decent copy at a decent price, which is not easy at the moment. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this. And this, I think as a thank you for the delay, it comes with a soundtrack. Apparently the music's really good. I know quite a lot of it is Yuzo Koshiro, who I think produced some of the original songs. I mean, Streets of Rage 2 is probably arguably got the best soundtrack of all time, although Thunder Force 4 could challenge that in my opinion. So yeah, and then also with all limited run games, comes with some sort of card. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. If somebody wants it, I'll give it away. Let me know if you want it. You can have it. So yeah, right, last one before I show you my light up display unit. I've got that over there, so I'll probably switch the camera up and show you that last. So I took a few things into CEX, had a few things to trade. Was sort of mulling around, picked up a few bits and bobs as you've already seen, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, etc, etc. And then I left. Nobody likes leaving CEX with the voucher in the pocket. You know, it burns a hole in you. So I left, but then on the window, on the way out, sitting there looking at me, was this. And it was fate, because I've got the first game and the third game, the Wario one in the series. I just needed this one. I don't have many Game Boy games, largely because I only collect complete in box. So I've got the Pokemon trilogy, and now I've got the Mario trilogy, which was the first two off my list that I wanted to get done before I start broadening my Game Boy horizons. It's slightly sun faded, but to be honest, for CEX, it was in very good condition. I think they had it at £28, which is about right, if not a little bit expensive, but because I had a voucher, it cost me like next to nothing. So really was happy to add this to the collection. It's complete in box, I won't mess about, you've probably seen it before, there's not much to show you. But yeah, thank you CEX for that one. Okay, that completes the games. The thing is, as a collector with the games are in, some of you guys will know, and girls, part of the fun now is sort of playing Tetris in here, if you will. Moving everything around to get all this lot in. There's seemingly no space, but I just keep finding ways to fit all these games in. And as much as playing it and collecting it, part of the fun is arranging it for me. And getting everything in place and getting it all neat and tidy. So now I can finally get rid of this pile. Now I've filmed this video and I can put all this stuff in its rightful place. But what I'll do now before I go is I will show you guys my store display unit that I got. I love this thing, so bear with me. So here it is. It's a original 1994 PlayStation light up store display unit. Absolutely love this thing. I love anything like that, especially that lights up. I've got a Nintendo one just over here. The world of Nintendo doesn't light up, but I love it. I've got my Super Nintendo one there, all original. So I really needed to add a nice PlayStation piece to the set. I got this on eBay. It was all danged up. I really had to clean it up. You can still see some residue here of the sticker. It'd been in a shop. There's a crack there, look. But I got it for such a nice price. I cleaned it up, spent a few hours sorting it out, making it look a lot neater than they had it, because they'd all taped right around it and, you know, just been left. Really happy to add this. Hoping to move house soon, so I'm going to make this a nice PlayStation display. I know at the moment it's got Wii U underneath it, which is a bit odd, but I will have this, and then I'll have all my PlayStation underneath it. What I'll do for you guys now, with the magic of editing, is I'll show you what it looks like lit up. There it is. So hopefully that's picking it up okay. This thing is lovely. It's really bright. It's a really nice addition. You'll see like the odd scratch now the lights are on, and the odd bit of light coming through here, but I'm just going to put some electrical tape on the insides, so that'll cover that. But very, very happy to add this. Something I've had my eye on for a lot of years. So to be able to get it at an affordable price was something that I was very happy with. Again, guys, thank you for watching. This is just my second video. I'm not by any means a pro at this, so thanks for bearing with me in terms of like my filming, the quality, the lighting, etc. Thanks again for everybody that watched and left comments on the game room tour, and if you haven't, please do check that out. And if there is anything that you guys would like to see in more detail, anything in my collection that you'd like me to talk through, let me know and I'll try and get that sorted out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next pickups video. Thanks again.